I'm running into pain again, and it's all my fault. And I'm not happy because my sort of a deload has turned into a very real, serious deload. And I'm not a fan of that because I just want to be lifting some heavy weights. But, this is my fault. I know what causes my pain. It's in my thigh, it's either in my quad or my hip flexor. And it happened when I came back to training my legs about a month ago. And it's either because I progressed with the weights too quickly, doing wide stance squats, which I'd never really done before, or it's because I progressed the weights too quickly doing lunges, which I have not done for a few months because I'd not been training my legs. And that sucks. I can't even stretch my quad. I can't do the thing where you grab your ankle and you pull it up to your butt and you stretch your quad because it just hurts. There's a sharp pain and it's getting a little bit better, but I know as soon as I start adding weight on, I'm asking for trouble. And so I'm literally squatting 115 pounds. And it feels like really embarrassing, guys. But I didn't even want to put on the 45-pound plate because I was thinking, like, you're just asking for trouble. Literally, a few days ago, I was doing sets of 5 with 175. And after that, I was like in pain again. I felt it in my quad, in my thigh. And I'm realizing like I just gotta go easier. I just gotta actually let it recover. And it sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully, it's not too long. I mean, I've been taking quite a bit of time off now, but hopefully, it's not too long. Hopefully, just I could keep doing this same thing, keeping the light weights on, going through the motions, maybe increasing the amount of reps a little bit, little by little, not putting on much more weight, and it'll get better. Maybe I have to stop entirely with the squats. I don't know. Either way, I'm feeling pain in my quad. I even decided to take some weight off of the RDLs because a slightly different reason, but last time I did RDLs, I did 2 plates for 3 sets of 10, so 225 for 3 sets of 10. And after the 7th or 8th rep, my form really starts to deteriorate. And I don't like that one bit. So I decided back to the drawing board with everything. With the RDLs, I'm just going to focus on hitting the hamstrings. I'm going down to 1 plate and just really focusing on my form, trying to get that stretch, that feeling in my hamstrings, because that's what I'm aiming for. Once I start putting on some weight with the RDLs, it's so much easier to just use the lower back, to use the quads, bend the knees, mess up the form, not hit that posterior chain the way I want to. And so I got to work on it. I got to just get more reps under my belt. That's the only way I'm going to learn, right? And it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's kind of fun just moving the weight around a little bit, going through the motions, getting some practice in, not focusing only on getting stronger, but also on practicing, on working on the technique, getting better. Speaking of getting better, the bent knee calf raises have been very helpful for my knees. I mean, I'd never really done these before, but just doing them the past month has been really nice, really, really nice. The setup is a little bit funny, but once you get it, it's actually a really intuitive movement. And if you've played any sports, you do any sort of athletic movements, it's really good to actually practice this. It's very common in sports to be in this sort of compromised position where you're both bending the knee and contracting the calf and extending the foot. It's very common when you're making those tight turns, when you're pivoting. It's very common you're in this position. So might as well practice it, right? As a bonus, it should also grow my calves a little bit. And I don't actually need that much weight. I don't need any weight actually because I'm doing them with a single leg. It's a really nice movement. I really like the bent knee calf raises. I also really like the back extensions lately. I've been doing these, once a week at least, once a week every week for a couple months now. And my lower back has gotten quite a bit stronger. My deadlift has gotten better without even practicing it. Just the sheer fact of getting my lower back stronger has made a lot of my lifts stronger as well. And I think one thing that people often overlook is the fact that the lower back is just as much part of the core as the abs are. I think people usually focus on abs a lot. Uh, some people will hit the obliques. I think a lot of people ignore the obliques in favor of just the six pack abs. But the lower back is just as much part of that equation as the abs and the obliques. It's just the posterior part of it, it's the rear part of it, you know? And it's going to help you doing anything if you've got a stronger lower back, just like it's going to help you if you've got strong abs. Having that core strength is extremely beneficial in nearly anything. Nearly anything. I really can't think of anything that wouldn't benefit from a strong lower back, with the exception of isolation movements, strictly bodybuilding movements. Doing bicep curls might not be super important to have a strong lower back. Preacher curls, you're not going to really be using that lower back. But for anything else, even just moving the weight around, getting it into that position where you're doing that isolation movement, it's going to require some lower back strength. So super, super big fan of those back extensions. And yeah, just doing the tib raises, the banded tibialis raises to balance out the equation. This has been a deload. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it's probably going to be what I'm doing for the foreseeable future. Thank you for watching. Click the link below to work one-on-one with me and get in the best shape of your life. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.